A couple of videos ago, I platinumed the entire Crash Insane trilogy, and I still have nightmares about it. So to put myself through even more torture, I'm going for the Crash 4 It's About Time Platinum / Perfect game. The game tests everything from your physical to mental endurance, every type of patience that was ever discovered. So without further ado, the game has 51 achievements, which most are from the story and miscellaneous, but the big ones are the collectibles, and in this they added a crap ton. I'll get into that much later on, but for now it's phase 1, the story. Inside the first level, I would be introduced into the mechanics of the game, which was copied over from all the other games, but arriving in the bonus stage, which is an extra section with boxes, I would receive a trophy for completing a basic children's puzzle. At the end of the first stage, I would nab a trophy for crouching, then double jumping for altitude sickness, destroying all the... There was one left? One freaking box? In case you were wondering, throughout my playthrough, I was getting every clear gem in all the levels, which is only one of the many collectibles in the game. But completing the level without dying grants me the last trophy for the first stage. 3 trophies in the first stage? What could possibly go wrong? During the second level, I would complete a puzzle for the red color gem. There are a total of 4 color gems, and they are another collectible that is necessary for other collectibles like the perfect relics. So collecting the red gem gets me the ruby red achievement. And straight after, I meet Lani Lowly, who is one of the 4 quantum masks, which is this game's gimmick. Each mask grants Crash a special power, but I'll get into that later. For now, meeting Lani Lowly is all I need for the Reality Shattering Proportions trophy. After completing the next stage, the new world opens up, and at the end is Lani's brother Akano, whatever, but inside is the skins menu. Yes, they added skins to the game. This is another collectible which you unlock by collecting gems, but trying on the first one gets the trophy Gussied Up. In the new Apocalypse world, Engine is back, and he has Akano, but even worse, he talks to you throughout the levels. But if you destroy one of the speakers he uses, that shuts him up for good, and even gets you a trophy for it. Yet another collectible in this game is flashback tapes, which are little mini bonus levels that you can play all about Crash and breaking boxes. But anyway, collecting my first tape gets me a trophy. Later on in the next level, I would be sniffing like a raccoon for some specific garbage, as these bins can bring me the green color gem, the next on my list. When the mini car runs into the nitro box, the green gem forms, and once I complete this level, I get my trophy. Now we come to a boss fight with the rebranded Engine, who is now known as Rocket Head, but his drumming robot gets defeated when we blow up his equipment 4 times. But once his beat is down, he blows up for old time's sake, and we get a trophy. But sadly, Akano gets rifted away, so here we go again. Eventually, I do find my Akano after a boss fight with everyone's favorite sea villain, Luis. Anyway, after defeating Luis, I get a trophy for meeting Akano. Just like Engine, our other old pal, Nitrous Brio, is back, and exactly like Engine, he talks throughout the levels, so destroying his beaker gets the trophy for shutting him up. In the Nitrous boss fight, he does the classic booger monster, so we fling them back into his face, but eventually he goes into the Hulk, so we throw his green bean ass off the cliff, awarding me a trophy. And I'm not making this up, he turns into a pterodactyl and lays an egg, but Coco's reaction says it all. In the game is what's known as timelines, where you play as different characters, and in one of these timelines you play as Dingodile, but from a different dimension. I would receive a trophy for breaking down 5 signs in his level for the Bad Signs trophy. After the Killer Croc level, it was the level home to the yellow gem. Luckily for me, it's at the start of the level, and all you gotta do is not hop on the hoverboard. But grabbing this gem gets me the Topaz Pizzazz trophy. After completing the level, we meet the 3rd installment to our journey, Quicksilver, whose ability is to slow down time, or move very fast, whatever you prefer. But meeting Quicksilver rewards me the I can see through time trophy. Up next is a fight against our pal / creator Neo Cortex, and we win, giving us a trophy, obviously. But the story thickens, as the time traveler from the other game dumps Cortex, leaving him emotionally vulnerable, as all he wants is to erase the timelines and become God. So we meddling marsupials team up with Cortex to put a stop to him. We then explore the Jurassic period to find Flippy Face, the last quantum mask. Now we own all the masks, we get the trophy ups and downs. With the Time Man, we found out he has a cousin in a different dimension, and these two want to move to Alabama so bad. So we try to stop them, but we are transported to a floating rock, where Akano wakes us up and we go through a rift. Inside the rift are bumper berries, and collecting them all gets us high as the clouds, and when we make it through our acid trip, we are awarded a trophy. We easily defeat the cousins, and when we do, the quantum masks do a voodoo ritual to fix up the time. Afterwards, they take us to Neon City, the capital of the universe, and Akano then becomes my favorite character. We are then unsurprisingly betrayed by Neo Cortex as he steals the masks for himself to use to rewrite his greatest failure, the creation of Crash Bandicoot. But the inevitable awards me a trophy, so it's not too bad. With the fight against Neo Cortex at hand, he now owns all the masks, and he uses their abilities to create obstacles, like Lani's disappearance ability, or Flippy's upside down attack to confuse us, then Quicksilver's slowing ability to throw us off, and finally Akano's spin to fire lasers in a rotation. But Neo is no match for us, and he goes down for the 4th time, getting me the end of the story mission trophy. So with that all done, it's revealed that Crash creates himself by breaking something important, and Neo spends the rest of eternity in the end of the universe. So happy story for everyone! With the story finished, I went back to get my first insanely perfect relic, which all you gotta do is break every single box in a level without dying. And since the first level is the easiest, I was able to complete it in my first try, becoming a so-called perfectionist. With every level is inverted mode, which is a level in reverse with a random filter over it. Anyway, in the first inverted level, I received a trophy for using a triple spin, which you unlock by beating the game, and I even got a trophy for playing an inverted stage. I then ran a time trial, and for this trophy it doesn't matter what time I get, but for many trophies later on I need to get every level finished with a platinum time relic. But for now I'm at least faster than a tortoise. With all the characters unlocked, we get access to the timelines, where you play as the different characters, and completing the first timeline awards me a trophy, but also I was able to get half of all the clear gems when finishing the level. Inside the same level, I got a miscellaneous trophy for spinning these 2 cannons, making them fire like I was a pirate. Later on, I would complete every single level, including all the timelines for the whole picture, but also to collect every clear gem along the way, getting me another 2 trophies. Now I'm going for the trophy Beat Them Any Which Way, that is for defeating a boss in inverted mode. For this, I chose Engine, as he is a total pushover. And then I had to defeat a level/boss fight as Coco for the ladies first trophy, which I never actually did playing the game, so I combined the 2 to get these 2 trophies. I forgot to mention, after completing the game, I went back to get the last color gem, which is the blue one, because you need it to get all the clear gems. Anyway, collecting this gem gets the Sapphire Acquire trophy. For 2 miscellaneous trophies, I had to find the source of the bumper berries found in this tree at the start of the level, and then make some trashy noise for junkyard jams. Pass and play is a feature in this game where you can play with someone else, and you take turns completing each level. So inside this level, I would enable pass and play for the No It's My Turn trophy, but as well as the trophy for hitting the metal drums. Remember these flashback tapes I mentioned? Well, I have to complete every single one whilst breaking every boxes for some trophies later on. This took me a long time, but I did receive a trophy for completing my first one. For some of the last miscellaneous trophies I could get, I had to scare a little kitten that was hiding in the trash like a raccoon. Then right after, I defeated an enemy using my triple spin like a show-off. In the minigames menu, I had to play a game of Checkpoint Race and Crate Combo respectively for 2 separate trophies. Now the last collectible trophies to get were for finishing every stage in inverted mode, whilst collecting every inverted gem, which is actually a lot harder than the regular gems, finishing all flashback tapes 100%, completing every level's platinum time relic, and perfecting every level. That total gets me 5 trophies to add to my count. With the platinum in grasps, all I have to do now is watch the bonus 100% ending and the bonus 106% ending, after which these award me my trophies.
Well, let's just say I'm doing just fine.
The final trophy to get is a special one, as it celebrates Crash's history. Inside the first level, at the television set, when you spin it, the TV shows the old Crash games, and spinning it 4 times gets the Channel Surfer trophy and the Platinum/Perfect game. With the game finished, I would appreciate it if you liked and subscribed, as this video took a lot of effort to make. And if you want to check out more of my videos, make sure you watch the Sonic Forces Platinum I'll leave on screen.